Welcome back to RSQ. Thanks for
Welcome.
joining us this evening. We just finished reading and reviewing For the Throne, so if you haven't already seen that video, go check it out. And now it's time for us to spin the wheel and pick our next RSQ read off the RSQ TBR. So we wanted to take a moment to explain the wheel and explain what's on the wheel. So Curtis, what is this wheel? Where did it come from?
This wheel is actually a gift from I ordered it from Amazon. I got it from Amazon. But I figured it was a fun way to do our TBR because
Capitalism, yay!
our TBR is heckin' long. Heckin' long. So I was like, let's toss some stuff on here and let the fates decide. I don't know. So
Yeah, we started using the wheel before we started filming RSQ videos. It was a fun way to randomize books that we wanted
mhm.
to read. The TBR is a few hundred books long, and it was like, well, we want to read something together. What should it be? Let's leave it to fate.
And who doesn't love spinning a big game show wheel? I mean, it's not game show big, but it's average.
Yeah.
So
It's not about the size, it's about how you spin it.
exactly. And this is a cheap one, so I have to spin it a couple times. So our rule of thumb is we filled it out, right? And we'll go over
Hmm.
that. But we spin it 3 times. And on the third one, that's what counts because it sticks a little bit. It doesn't feel like a full spin.
Yeah, we got to
So we
loosen
spin
it
it three
out.
times.
Got to work it in.
You can't just dive right in. You have to buy dinner first.
Exactly. Take it out for a nice candlelit dinner.
Exactly. So let's break down what we got on here. So two of the things that we actually have on here, we did reviews for already. We just didn't have the channel
Yeah.
to spin the wheel. So now that we have the channel and we have the wheel and we have the TBR, it's all coming together.
It's all coming together, you
It's all
could say.
coming together. So the ones we've already done for the Wolf and Teller of Small Fortunes. Another caveat to this is I write down like the first book, and after like if we get that book, we do the whole series.
Yeah,
So if it's a duology trilogy, fucking 15 books, whatever it is, we'll do it all.
it's true. We
So
gotta we gotta finish it. If we don't read it right away, we're not coming back to it. If we hadn't read For the Throne right after For the Wolf, we probably wouldn't have read For the Throne.
yeah, we're not DNFers, and if we are, you know it was a bad book.
Yeah.
So those are the two that are we've already read, we've already done. So go check out our previous videos to go see those. We got For the Wolf, which was a 5.5. For the Throne was a 5, and Teller of Small Fortunes was a 9.25. So
Yep.
check those out respectively. So our books that we have on here so far, let's see here. We've got Fairy Tale by Stephen King. We've
That'll
also
be a
got
fun one.
it will be a fun one, and people have like read that in like high school and stuff. Never read it.
Yeah.
Just
I've
never.
also never read it.
Yeah, so that'll be something fun to do. Also, what was that I just say? Fairy Tale?
Yeah, you said Fairy Tale.
Oh, Pet Cemetery is what I was talking about. Pet Cemetery people read in high school, which is up here. So we got Fairy Tale by Stephen King, which is newer, came out 2 years ago, I
Yeah,
believe.
something like that.
And
Recently.
then Pet Cemetery up top here. So we've got two Stephen King books on here, which is interesting. I've only ever read one Stephen King book before.
I don't think I've read any Stephen King books.
You should check out Misery. I watched the movie and I was like, wow, this was great. So I read the book. It was also good.
Hmm.
Worth checking out.
I'll have to put that one in for later.
Cue it up. The Girl with All the Gifts. This is by who is this one by? This one is by Mike Carey. I believe this one is a
It's a show, right? It's a show
no.
too, I mean. Sorry, what?
Is it?
Pretty sure it's a movie or a show
Oh,
on.
that I don't know about. Well, Dakota checks in on that. I was given that book for Christmas. So I was like, you know what, let's add it to the book. Let's knock down this TBR. So I think it'd be a fun one-off book to knock out here.
Yeah, it's a movie that came out in 2016, as well as obviously the book came first. But so
Oh, well, we'll read the
we'll
book
have
and
to read the book and
then
then watch the movie.
we only review books on here, but we can
But
reference the movie too. It'd be fun to
that's
watch.
true.
What else we got on here? We got the Coward. The Coward is a duology, so the Coward and the Warrior. Really excited for those ones. Those ones by Stephen Aaron. I believe those are a duology about a hero who's already saved the world, and they're like, "Hey, we need you again," and he's like, "Not doing it again.
Please don't need me.
Please don't need me. I'm too tired."
I
I
already
feel
did
that.
what you need. Need me less. Thank you and good night.
Yes, I'm great. We all know it, but let's not do this anymore. We have Sword of Kaigen, which
I am very
also
excited for that
for.
one. That one's been on
Yes.
the. It's been on the at the top of the TBR for a while. It's pretty hot on Book Talk right now too. It's getting
Yes.
lots of good reviews.
Yep. Sword of Kaigen by ML Wang or Wang. Wang maybe. Wang? Anyway, I've heard nothing but fantastic things. So it's been the
Me
TBR
too.
for a while. It's time to knock it out
Let's
if
do
we
it.
get it on the wheel. And then I believe. Okay, we got Shadow of the Gods. Very excited for that one. John Gwynne.
Yeah,
That's a trilogy
Bloodsworn
that
Trilogy. So you know what that means. We'd be reading the whole trilogy.
3 books, 3 reviews, 1 channel.
Boom, boom, boom.
Boom, boom, boom. Another huge fantasy series that everybody's into that we just haven't hit yet, but we're excited to. Then we got Ready Player One, and then of course Ready Player Two. I never even saw the movie, so this will be all new to me.
Yeah, I saw the movie and I wanted to read the sequel, so I was like, well, let's read book 1 and then book 2.
Yeah, Dakota
very
brought it
fun
up one
movie.
day and was like, "I've never seen it, so let's check it out." He's like, "Bet." On
Let's
the
do
wheel
it.
it went. And then we've got Dark Matter. Dark Matter is by Blake Crouch. I actually don't know anything about this one, but people have said it's good, so I'm like, that's kind of all it takes for me. I'm easy, and that's okay. Do you know what that one's about, Dakota?
Not off the top of my head. I believe it's a space sci-fi. I've heard great things about Blake Crouch's writing style, and I saw it in a list of slump buster books, and I don't think we're in a reading slump, but it looked really interesting to me, so that's why I was like, all right, let's do it. So
Okay,
on the
let's
wheel it
check it
went.
out.
Yeah.
All right, so that's the wheel. And again, the rules are for the wheel. We spin it 3 times, and whatever it lands on, we read that book and or the whole series, however many it happens to be in it. So we'll spin it 3 times. I'll go over real quick again what's on the list. We've got the Shadow of the Gods, the Bloodsword Trilogy,
Boom, boom, boom.
Sword of Kaigen, Pet Sematary, The Coward. We've got For the Wolf and Teller of Small Fortunes, which we've already read and reviewed, so check those out.
Knocked them
If
out.
it lands on these ones, I'll just spin it one more time.
Yeah.
The Girl with All the Gifts, Fairy Tale, Dark Matter, Ready Player One. And that kind of rounds out our wheel here. So let's go ahead and give it 3
Let's
spins. I'm
see
a stand
what
up.
fate has decided we are reading.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Oh,
Shadow of the Gods.
There we
the
go.
Bloodsworn Trilogy.
In we go.
Here we go. All right. So that's what's queued up next. Something to look forward to. Thanks for watching, and we'll check you guys out again on the next review. Shadow of the Gods.
Yeah. Thanks again for joining us. And with that, RSQ out.
RSQ out.